I'm not pulling your leg here. Teen Titans Go may not actually die. And here's why. There are more than a few reasons why I want to give you this theory. And the first is, let's talk about a series that is similar to it, like before. Before Teen Titans Go was on the rise, there was another series that schedule filled on Cartoon Network, and that was Johnny Test. If you remember Johnny Test, it was on WB before, was moved over to Cartoon Network, and it died out before its 7th season was ever started. It's very weird the way that it ended. They say that they that they were greenlit to start a 7th season, but nothing ever got running. So very odd way that it closed up. But the moment that it ended, Teen Titans Go was there to replace it. And even since it launched, it had aired 6 times a day on weekdays back in 2014, moved up to 15 times a day by 2015, and we know how much schedule filling it is by 2017. I just did a video on it talking about the schedule filling that Cartoon Network has done. Now, this obviously means that what we see from Johnny Test is it didn't die. It didn't just like die because of some random reason. It just died because it did. It did. Like, it's very odd to find out like how it ended. It just dropped off. That's it. Nothing happened. There wasn't like, oh, here's an announcement that Cartoon Network is pulling the plug. No, Cartoon Network greenlit the series for another season. We would have had more Johnny Test, but we didn't. Teen Titans Go, if they get a 7th season, will they just end, or will it be like, oh, well, let's keep chugging along? There's no stopping so far. And as long as that stopping's not there, Johnny, if you're understanding what I'm saying, Johnny Test could have easily continued if not for this odd stalling that happened. Now, next thing up, let's talk about the fact that this is produced by DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers Animation. These two companies, of course, and let's talk about Warner Brothers. If you don't know Cartoon Network in general, Cartoon Network is overseen by Turner. Turner is overseen by Time Warner, and Time Warner, of course, owns on the other side WB. So you have this weird thing where it's like Time Warner oversees all of this, and they could easily keep this Teen Titans Go thing around as long as ratings are okay and kids are watching it. As long as kids are okay with it, it will stay on. So they have no reason to not promote their own content on this channel. This is all because this new generation wants to watch it, and that's pretty much it. The next thing I want to say is that the Teen Titans Go team is actually okay with the series. They're okay with the writing. They are cool. It's like they like what they're writing. They are okay 100% with what they have on their plate. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's not great, if it sucks, they're like, oh, we don't care about the backlash. We know what our series is, and unfortunately, your series is trash. But they don't want to. I think they know it, but they don't want to admit it. It is embarrassingly bad. The fact that they can't just acknowledge the fact that it's at a point now where we know that it sucks. We know that the quality could be better because we've seen, and this is the main backlash from Teen Titans Go. We've seen what the voice actor team, and we've seen what the prior iteration of Teen Titans Go, or the prior iteration of Teen Titans was, and it was great and strong. They talk about it in the series, Teen Titans Go. They talk about that. That's how arrogant they are. Then it is despicable to the fact that they will make something so shitty that they will just back it up for the longest amount of time. They're cool with it. They're okay with it. They don't mind. As long as it keeps bringing in ratings, they're on the high horse because popular opinion's on their side. You know? If everyone loved, let's say, cheeseburgers with ice cream on them with pickles in the middle, right? Weird combination, but if people wanted it, McDonald's would be selling it, obviously. You know? Or I think. Maybe it's a weird combination. But anyway, the thing is that, you know, we are not the demographic, right? We're not the demographic. But the problem is that at the same time, the great thing about the animation of just regular show, for instance, and even Steven Universe and Gumball and Adventure Time, these series that are ending and have ended, these series are okay for all ages to watch because they connect and they aren't so down the dumpster, and they don't just put themselves at a bar that's set so low. They are okay with pushing themselves a little further than that. and the writers at that write Teen Titans Go, the writers and the team behind it don't understand or don't give a crap, and that is so disappointing. It is. It sucks because you want the best for the channel, and one of the things that I think I saw in the comments of the fixture schedule for Cartoon Network was, well, Cartoon Network is a little bit scared because they want to make sure that Netflix and YouTube aren't going to destroy them. That's a good point. However, Cartoon Network is a Cartoon Network with all of their programming. If they actually put the strength of their programming up and presented it in the way that they should, as they did in the prior decade, kids would say, I like that series. I like that series. How about that series? I like this series and this series and this series. Not just Teen Titans Go. But popular opinion is not on my side. Kids are watching Teen Titans Go. That can be said because the parents don't care what kids are watching. That can be said because kids don't care what they're watching, obviously. That can be said for a number of things. But the demographic that they want is watching it, and that's all that matters. It's the same thing with Nickelodeon. That demographic watches Nickelodeon. They don't care what they put out as long as it's bringing in ratings. Because in this era where the internet eats up everything, cable is next, and they're just trying to grasp onto whatever. They don't really care about if it's quality or not. They just want to make something that's the bare minimum. That'll get them hype and applause by the community that they need to be applauded by. And that sucks. But that's where we are now. So guys, what do you think? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan, and as always, stay tuned for more.